Robert Costello, welcome. You're the former Deputy Chief Criminal Division of the Southern District of New York. That's not a shabby position. I remember that was a big position when I was Chief of Staff to the Attorney General. I want to get right down to it, sir. You gave a interview earlier this morning, and I have the text here with Bill Hemmer, and I've gone through it in exquisite detail. But I want to hone in on a few issues with you for a reason. You represented Michael Cohen during the period in which the FBI SWAT went into his properties to gather information and evidence. Isn't that correct?
We represented him after that, right after that.
And he came to you, right?
That's correct.
And you got into conversations with him, what were privileged conversations, and we'll get to that in a minute. And the subject of Donald Trump came up and so forth and so on. Can you concisely tell me what he told you about the non-disclosure agreement and Stormy Daniels and who was responsible for what?
Michael Cohen said in reference to the NDAs, the non-disclosure agreements, which I pointed out to him were perfectly legal, that it was his idea to take care of this, not Donald Trump's idea, solely his idea, that Stormy Daniels' attorney, Davidson, contacted him and said that Stormy Daniels was going to claim that there was a sexual relationship between Stormy and Donald Trump. Cohen said he didn't believe the allegations, but he knew that they would be embarrassing. He specifically mentioned they'd be embarrassing to Melania. And so Cohen said that he decided on his own, and I repeat that, on his own, because that's what he said, and I kept on nailing him down on that. You did this on your own? Yes. Did Donald Trump have any knowledge of it? No. Did he have anything to do with it? No. Where did you get the $130,000? He took out a HELOC loan. I said, why would you do that? He said, I did that because I didn't want Melania to know anything about this, and I didn't want my wife to know. He said, if I took money out of our accounts, he said, my wife would know right away because she controls the family finances. And she'd ask me 100 questions that I didn't want to answer. So that's exactly how Michael Cohen summarized that. Donald Trump knew nothing about it, didn't encourage it, didn't do anything. This was solely Michael Cohen. Why would he do something like this? He was trying to ingratiate himself back into the inner circle, because when Trump got elected and went to Washington, D.C., he took his inner circle with him, except for Michael Cohen, who was left behind. This guy was angry about that. He actually had told me that he thought that if he went to Washington, D.C., he would be considered for Attorney General of the United States, or at least Chief of Staff to the President. Ludicrous. But because he didn't get that, he was looking for a way to get back in.